So
Right.
I don't know how open you're going to be with regards to like metrics, but like, are you open to sharing like how much traffic you get, any sort of
Yeah.
monetization metrics with the blog so we can kind of case this in context?
Yeah, I can. There are certain third-party tools where you can get an accurate, um, uh, basically accurate metrics for traffic. SEMrush and Uber Suggest. Uber Suggest, though I wouldn't recommend it, has pretty accurate traffic stats. So right now, on an average, I get 70,000 organic visitors a month. And sometimes during certain months it's as high as 100,000 organic visitors. It all depends.
Yeah,
During
yeah.
the pandemic, it was like during the pandemic I was getting close to 100,000 visitors a month because everyone was sitting at home and they wanted to learn online marketing. They wanted to explore a lot of resources in entrepreneurship. So that's when I got a big traffic boost. So pandemic was ironically good for me and good for my agency as well. But these days I'm getting around 65 to 70,000 visitors a month. So that's something that's probably the accurate number.
I have to ask a real quick aside and ask why you don't recommend using Uber Suggest.
So I am not a huge fan of Neil Patel. I guess he has done good work, but basically the kind of content that he releases is like something that you would typically not associate with a marketing leader. So all the tips that you see on his blog are basically all the basic tips, and there's nothing special, nothing unique about it, right? And Uber Suggest comes across as a very spammy tool. When you log into the tool, there are a few pop-ups that come up, and that's not how you would want to use a tool, right? And there's a lot of marketing. There's a lot of signature Neil Patel marketing integrated into the tool. So that's one of the reasons why I wouldn't recommend Uber Suggest. I guess you can get a lot of value with tools like SEMrush, where the investment that you make is high, but also the returns are quite high.
Yeah, I found,
Are
well,
you
you're paying
including
for
this?
it, right? So it's
Are you
like you're
including
not the
this on the
product.
podcast?
Yeah. If you want to take it out, we can, but it's all good in
Yeah.
my
No,
mind.
I don't want to be too critical of Neil Patel. There was a time when we used to engage in reciprocal links. Uh, but I am not a huge fan of his work. I mean, it's great for people who are learning marketing. I mean, if they're new to marketing, if they're marketing beginners, he has some helpful resources. But from what I've heard, he doesn't create his own content. He has a content team sitting somewhere in India and basically churning out content for him. So, but to be honest, I've not used Uber Suggest in the last 6 months or so. So maybe he has made some improvements since he acquired it a few years ago. So I'm not really sure, how it is doing right now. But Uber Suggest is probably not in the same league as SEMrush, Ahrefs, or any of those, big name SEO tools out there.
Yeah, I'm on the same page. I agree with you, and we can move on from this point. But I'll just say, a couple of years ago, there was a blog post that was put out on Neil Patel's blog, and it was identical to one of mine. Like that whole thing.
Yeah.
So, I think most people have had an experience similar to that.
Yeah.
But back to your blog, back to 99 Signals. When did you start 99 Signals? How long has this been in the making?
So I started in 2016, and a year prior to that, I started my own digital marketing agency. Basically, I had worked in two of the biggest media houses in India prior to that in sales and marketing roles, and it gave me the confidence to start something on my own. And also, I realized that I'm not cut out for the 9 to 5 job, and that was the whole reason for starting on my own. I had a lot of contacts. I had developed a lot of contacts, and I thought I had the expertise to start something on my own. And that's when I decided to start my agency, and it was going well. And I basically wanted to document all the strategies and tactics that were working for me. So basically, whatever I was learning, I wanted to write it down through a medium like a blog, right? So I wanted to have my own marketing blog, and that's how it all started. 2016 is when I slowly started updating the blog, and it was nothing more than a side project for me. I mean, I didn't start with an intention to earn money. I barely had any idea what affiliate marketing was. For me, affiliate marketing was something that was always associated with Amazon, Amazon sales or Amazon products, someone promoting Amazon products on their site. And it always I always perceived of it as something spammy, right? And I didn't think at the time that I would be indulging in affiliate marketing, and I had no idea, whether marketing tools had their own affiliate programs. So I started writing content on the tools that I was using, the strategies that were working for me, and right at the time I was making a switch at my agency. So for the first year, I was using Moz. Moz was a very popular tool back then, and I was a huge fan of Rand Fishkin. I still am. But somehow I was very disappointed with the whole interface and the kind of reports that I was generating. It didn't seem very accurate, didn't seem very helpful. And I decided to make a switch to SEMrush. One of my clients recommended it to me, and I decided to make a switch, and I loved the product. I mean, the first time I used it, it was like love at first sight, right? And you could get so many different metrics and basically keyword research, which I wanted, which is where I wanted most of the insights. I found keyword research to be a very, very strong feature in SEMrush. And I decided to do a post on, SEMrush versus Moz. There were no good comparison articles there. When I gave a search on SEMrush versus Moz, I found an article on Medium that was ranking on the top. So I decided to talk about my experience of using SEMrush and why I felt it was a superior tool to Moz. A couple of months down the line, someone from SEMrush got in touch with me and said, "Hey, your post is ranking on top for all the relevant keywords. Why don't you just insert affiliate links in your article?" And reluctantly, I decided to insert a couple of affiliate links, and that triggered the whole thing. That had a snowball effect. And back then, they used to run these affiliate marketing contests where if you had a good article around SEMrush, they would give you a certificate. They would also give you a prize money. So my article was selected for that, and basically this encouraged me to explore this as an option because the guys at SEMrush were very helpful. I mean, their affiliate team is probably one of the best out there. And I started creating how-to guides on SEMrush. I started creating more comparison posts. And at the same time, I didn't want my blog to be an affiliate marketing blog, right? I wanted it to be a marketing blog. And I also started documenting everything that I was learning about SEO mainly. And that's how it all started. And fast forward to today, my blog, like I said, generates over $12,000 a month on average, and it's been increasing every year. So it's still side income for me. My agency is still my full-time job. I'm also a strategic advisor at an SEO tool, but at the same time, it's good to have a passive stream of income. And yeah, that's all there is to say about 99 Signals for now. I hope I haven't bored you with all the details.
No, you've just gotten me started. What's the difference in how you've ideated content ideas from so that it sounds like there was a point at which you realized, oh, like I can monetize this content and I can do so while maintaining integrity, like, and, positioning my own viewpoints in the content. But I'm sure like after you realize that like, oh, like product related content, this is viable for affiliate. Like I'm sure that changed how you thought about what content you created in the first place. So like pre-SEMrush and post-SEMrush, like how did that strategy change with regards to like what you actually wrote about on 99 Signals?
Yeah, so I mean, I don't think there was a lot of change in terms of how I created content, because my idea was never to create an affiliate blog. Right. I guess only 20% of the articles that you find on my site have affiliate links. I have a lot of other resources, and I always wanted it to be a place where marketers can learn all they want to know about online marketing, mainly about SEO, because that's one of the traction channels that has really worked for me. And I wanted to cover the topic from A to Z. I wanted to explore different topics in SEO. I wanted to cover link building. I wanted to cover even small topics like pogo sticking. I wanted to talk about the critical SEO mistakes that people make. Wanted it to be a beginner friendly as well as something that advanced SEO users could learn from. Affiliate marketing was just probably a side effect of starting my own blog. And because I was using the tool so much, because I had become an expert on using the tool, I started having a lot of tutorials as well. I also started doing a lot of webinars with SEMrush, and I built my own personal brand through that. And SEMrush is basically, one of the biggest affiliate partners that I have. And again, once again, I would like to reiterate that it's not the only thing that I do. I have other affiliate partners as well, but it's not about just creating content for them. It's about building your personal brand and basically having an online, basically having a site which others can find authoritative and trustworthy. So that's what I wanted to become.
What do you think you've learned about content and SEO from doing affiliate marketing that most people in the industry wouldn't know? My hot take is that every content marketer would benefit from starting their own affiliate side hustle. My take is that like it's the most cutthroat arena for SEO, right? Like you get to the bare essentials of what actually matters when it comes to ranking content, but also affiliate marketers are on the front lines of like what converts and what doesn't. So it actually like you have much more of an eye towards like direct response and actually like sales generating content. That would be my take, but like I'm curious, like if you feel like you've learned any secrets about content and SEO that people who maybe at like big brands or like on large content teams, they wouldn't even know about.
Yeah, so that's a very good question. And you were talking about whether each and every company can, at least in the marketing space, can benefit from affiliate marketing, right?
Or at least the learnings from affiliate
Yeah.
marketers. I think there's a lot of like learnings that you could take from
Yeah.
affiliate bloggers.
So what I have found to be working for me is to be authentic, and that's something that a lot of affiliate marketers don't do, unfortunately, because uh, when they create content for their affiliate partners, they're mostly puff pieces where you're just talking about the strengths or the benefits of using that tool, but you don't explore the weakness, right? And taking the same example of SEMrush, back when I started using their tool, the weakest feature they had was their link building feature. They had a backlink analysis tool, which was probably it would be an understatement to say that they were second to Ahrefs, because back then Ahrefs only focused on backlink analysis, and SEMrush had a very weak backlink analysis tool. Over the years, they have developed that where it has come to a point where I use SEMrush backlink analysis more than Ahrefs backlink analysis. So as an affiliate, I tried giving them that feedback, and until they improved the backlink analysis feature, I always had a caveat mentioned in on any SEMrush content that I was creating, that though SEMrush has the best keyword research tool on the market, though it's a good competitive research tool, good site audit tool, their link building tool needs improvement, and because of that, I wouldn't probably recommend it to someone who's serious about link building. If link building is the only thing they want to do through if that's one of their main goals in terms of SEO, then SEMrush would probably not be the tool to go for. You should go with Ahrefs. So in the affiliate space, and it's not just in the marketing space, uh, whenever I read an affiliate article, and whenever it sounds like a puff piece, I mean, readers can make that out. They're not stupid, right? And if you're trying to promote a product over over some of their competitors, and it really comes across in their writing, and the inauthenticity basically really comes out, and that's when you know not to trust the person who's writing about it. So it's very important for you to be critical about the affiliate partners that you're writing, that you're creating content for. And that's not something that every affiliate out there does. They think if you criticize the product even a little, you're going to lose out on affiliate sales. So being authentic, also being an expert in the product, because I've seen people promoting affiliate products blindly without even using the tool. They may sign up for a free trial, but they don't understand the nitty-gritty of the tool, right? And that's why I feel anyone who's serious about affiliate marketing should start slow. They should first become an expert on the tool that they're using. They must master all the features, and only then they should move on to another tool that they can promote. So they have to start slow rather than promoting 10 different marketing products. Focus on one that you really love, and you can create tutorials for the same product. You can create how-to guides. You can create comparison posts if you want. So that's what you should focus on. And basically, those are my essential lessons through affiliate marketing.
I like that. It's not what you would usually hear, I think, but so I'm doing a little bit of affiliate marketing on my own personal blog to try to generate some side income, and I've actually found it easier to create content that way as well. Because if you don't know the product, if you don't know the tool, you've got to do so much research to like find those weaknesses and find the downsides of the product. And it ends up taking like 2 to 5x the amount of time to write the article versus like I use this platform Jasper for content writing. It's like an AI content writing tool.
Right.
I know the ins and outs. Like I feel like I'm a power user. So like when it comes down to writing a review or like a Jasper versus copy AI, like I feel like I've got the back of the hand knowledge. Where of course I can go in and do some more research and get screenshots. But at the end of the day, it's like I can just write about my experience. Just from a friction standpoint, it's easier for me as a creator to get going on that. And then I'm sure the reader on the other end is like, oh, this person actually uses this tool. Like there's more trust because of that.
Right. So yeah, that's super important. And also there should be an organic flow, right? In the way you write. And sometimes if you insert irrelevant links, in your articles, in your content, then the reader is going to catch that and they'll know that you're not being very authentic. So it's very important for you to be very, organic in terms of how you place your affiliate links. And you shouldn't be overly promotional. I mean, you should just probably have 3 to 4 affiliate links in the article. Also, when I'm talking about affiliate marketing, another thing that I wanted to mention was when it comes to creating content for your affiliate partners, it's not just about, reviews, how-to guides, tutorials. Just to give you an example, I may be talking about 25 best link building tactics for new bloggers. And I can probably have subtle insertions of affiliate links there. If I think it makes sense for someone to use SEMrush, or if I'm like a part of the Ahrefs affiliate program, and if I would like to talk about some of their features, it can be inserted organically. And sometimes that makes a lot of difference, right? And those are some of the tactics that not many people, talk about when it comes to affiliate marketing, at least in the online marketing space. It's all about reviewing the different SaaS tools that you're using, doing comparison. That's about it. But when it comes to organic insertion of these tools in your articles, not a lot of people do that.
I'm really glad you mentioned that. That's something I call it product-led content. And it's something that, like a brand like HubSpot, maybe they don't want to do a guide on HubSpot versus Marketo or HubSpot versus ActiveCampaign. I would argue they probably do want to do those, and HubSpot, in their case, they have done those. But some brands are going to be reticent. They're going to be like, I don't want to mention my competitors. But if they're writing about like how to build an email newsletter or how to create an email newsletter, right? And they sell an email newsletter tool. It's like it's in the service of the reader to mention that, right? To actually use your tool in the tutorial when you're talking about how to do that thing. And that's like the ultimate way to build kind of like engaging content for the reader while also interweaving your product into it. So you actually have a chance to like make that aware and like sell the product, right?
Exactly. Yeah. True. Very
true. So I get like the ideation standpoint, like you're using tools, you're trying to generate helpful content. It's almost like documentation. Do you have any secrets as to like how to create like a properly formatted affiliate piece of content? Like how do you, like if you're going to do a product guide or a product review, like what are the secrets as to like where you place links? Like how do you actually like structure the piece of content, I guess?
Yeah. The first place to start would be keyword research, basically, because when you join an affiliate program, you're not the first affiliate, right? There are other affiliate marketers who have already written about the same topic. And you have to identify certain keywords where there is low competition. You should go with the long tail versions of the keywords, because then you can be very super specific about the product that you're writing on. Also, it's very important for you to gauge the search intent of the keywords, right? And if you look at most of the blog posts, the search intent of the keywords are informational. And these informational posts or informational pages are the kind of pages that generate natural backlinks as well, right? In the long run. What I do is whenever I'm about to create content on a specific set of keywords, I analyze the SERPs. I analyze the first page. I see the top 3, top 4 ranking pages. And I know there is this lexicon in SEO about creating 10x content, right? And in some cases, it's really impossible to create 10x content because there's not so much depth for the topic that you're writing on. But I believe in creating 2x content. You have to create content that's better than your competitors that are ranking on top. Otherwise, this you don't have enough EAT or EAT, expertise, authority, or trustworthiness, especially if you're starting out. So all you can do is probably create quality content that's better than the pages that are ranking on top. And then once you create that content, you can probably reach out. You can do some, competitor analysis, see what kind of links are linking to your competitors, and then you can do an outreach, the usual outreach technique that we SEOs use, right? But the prerequisite for that is having great content, and I can't stress this enough, because SEO mainly boils down to two things: great content and authoritative backlinks. And without having great content, you may build any number of links, but your content will not rank because it's just not resonating with the audience. And how do you create content that resonates with your audience? One is basically targeting the right search intent, because if you're targeting if your content doesn't align with the search intent of the keywords that you're targeting, then you're not going to rank. At the same time, you should make sure that you create long form content. In most cases, unless you're working for media, news, or entertainment, long form content is the type of content that's ranking these days. And when you create long form content, basically something that's like 3,500 words or 4,000 words on average, your chances of ranking in the first three results are much higher. And you also create 2x or 3x content this way.
So you're more, if you're on the content quality versus quantity debate, you're more on the quality side.
Yeah, definitely. I do create a lot of content. I also believe in creating a lot of content, but sometimes it's the 80-20 rule once again, right? 20% of your posts are probably going to generate 80% of the traffic. And when it comes to 20% of your posts, you should make sure that they're still relevant and fresh, which is why updating your content is so important. Like I said, the post that I created initially, which made me join affiliate marketing, which was SEMrush versus Moz. Though Moz is not a very popular tool now, there was a time when Moz was the leader in the industry, but still people give a search for SEMrush versus Moz. But if they read a 2016 article with all the old screenshots, where the SEMrush logo is different, where the Moz logo is different, they're going to know that this content was not updated. And Google values freshness and relevance a lot, right? And that's why you need to keep revisiting your content every 3 months or so. You can also use a tool like Animalz Revive, which will basically send you an email if there is content decay, for some of the pages on your site. It'll basically sync up with your analytics and it'll let you know which pages need an update. So it'll basically do the heavy lifting for you. So you can use a tool like that, or you can just dig into analytics and see which of your posts are seeing a decline in traffic, and you can go about updating them. And you can just revisit them, make sure the search intent is right, make sure the screenshots are updated. Maybe you can have better visuals there, and maybe you can also include a video in the post, because videos are also ranking in featured snippets now, right? Whenever someone gives a search on Google. So you can do all these updates and make sure that you are holding on to your ranking, because in marketing there's a lot of competition. There are a lot of bloggers in the same niche as I am or as you are, Alex. So it's very important for us to keep revisiting our content and keep updating it. And I feel it's just as important as creating a new post. Rather than creating a new post, you can probably invest the same time and energy into updating your existing post, which is already giving you enough traffic, which is already ranking high, and which is also ranking for all the right keywords or important keywords. So you can just focus on updating content a few weeks of your month, and that's a hygiene check that I guess all bloggers should do. And once again, this is a tactic that I don't see. It's not, though it's spoken of. It's mentioned a lot in the marketing space. HubSpot does this. They call it historical optimization, where they revisit some of the old posts. But I still see posts from sites like WordStream or even Neil Patel. We mentioned Neil Patel a lot on this episode. The top ranking posts are still probably written in 2018 or 2019, and they really need an update. Right.
And they just change the date. It'll be like 2023 instead of 2022, but all the content's the exact same.
Yeah, that's a very sneaky technique that people use, and it used to work. Let me be honest. It used to work a couple of years back. I think Tim Soulo tweeted about it a few years back. Basically, he spoke about his team, just changing the dates of their posts, all the top ranking posts. And it was working to a certain extent. I mean, the moment you slap a new date onto the post, you see a spike in traffic. at least for a few months. But I think with the Google helpful content update, which rolled out early this year, that practice has been put to an end. So when you are updating a post, you need to make sure that you're really updating it with fresh information and not just changing the dates.